The following program is sponsored by MADE, My Art Design Experience, a walk-in art studio located in Mamaroneck.
Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Charlie McGraw. We're here in Mamaroneck for senior night as the Tigers at 11-5-2 get set to host the 8-9-2 Rye Garnets in a hockey game here at Homix Ice Arena. And Mamaroneck's been doing much better of late. They started off a little slow, but Elijah, they're turning the corner. And if they win tonight, they'll clinch a share of the league title.
Yeah, they'll be tied with Suffering for a share of the league title. And I think the key to tonight's game is just going to be puck movement. Just moving the puck, sharing it around, and getting back on defense. And that's going to be the key to the game for Mamaroneck to come away with the win.
And scoring, because they have one of the best goalies in Section 1, just a sophomore, Jack Freed. But if they can score a couple in front of him, they had a shutout last night. They beat Albany Academy here at Homix 1-0. So their defense is good. So if they score, that should be a key as well.
Yeah, and I think that defense that they play will lead to their offense. They'll have a lot of fast breaks and easy angles to get the puck into the net.
So when we get back, we'll have the opening face-off next on LMC Varsity Sports.
A two-year varsity player. He's worked very hard on his game. He knows his responsibilities and tries to execute each day. A very intelligent player. A real competitor. We will miss T20. Our next senior, number 26, Annabelle Levinson, defenseman. A two-year varsity player, she has worked extremely hard to improve her game. She sees the ice very well, has improved her game, a very confident lady, and a pleasure to coach, Annabelle Levinson. Joining back. Our next player is number 91, Tom Wojciechowski, forward. Tommy, two-year varsity player, Tommy worked very hard on and off the ice. He has become an offensive threat with a tremendous shot, and he's brought physicality to the ice. The last of the Mojos, he will be rest. Smile, Tommy. Number 4, Tommy Conley, forward. Captain, two-year varsity player, number 17, on the ice. His grit, determination, and being on the top of it is Section 1. An extremely hard-working, two-way player. Love seeing him progress the last of the conference. And number 7, come on. Congratulations to our seniors. Let's have the locker room come out to the ice and we'll play some locker. Congratulations.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware, I'm Charlie McGraw, cameraman Sean Kelly, E. Vincent Germain, and Ron Moretti, also the LMC Varsity Sports producer, as the Tigers win the opening faceoff, and they have it already in Rye's zone. They dribble towards the goalie, and then it's stolen away by Rye, and Rye will push it up here. Garnets are 8-9-2. Tigers, led by sophomore goalie Jack Freed, are 11-5-2, as this is our fourth game on LMC Varsity Sports, and the Tigers are 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie against Suffer in 2-2, a game that they could have won. A couple of calls not in their favor, as that shot was saved there. Dela with the first shot saved by Annabelle Thomas. The freshman Thomas versus Annabelle Thomas versus the sophomore Jack Freed is the goalie matchup.
That's pretty cool that they have a freshman girl in that goalie. So she must be very skillful, and they must put a lot of trust in her for her to be out there playing at the varsity level at such a young age.
As Rye's playing their 20th game, as I said, 8-9-2. Their other goalie, the backup tonight, is Patrick Myers, also a freshman. But Annabelle Thomas made the first save of the night on that shot by Dela. It looked like it might have been wide, even if she didn't save it, but it was a glove save nonetheless. As minute and 10 gone by, Rye on the change, looking to get the newcomer into the game, the puck there. The Notice shot is high and off the glass, and it goes back. And Notice gets it again. The leading scorer for the Tigers scored the winning goal last night against Albany Academy, 1-0, and Jack Freed pitched the shutout. Freed started last year and this year as well. Still
Freed, one of the top goalies in the league. It's going to be key for him to stay on his toes and be elusive around the net in order to keep this game low scoring for his team and even get his team out on the break and get some easy shots at the goal.
Especially if the first 2 minutes are in indication, Elijah, he might not face as many shots, definitely as he did last night, and definitely not as many as Thomas will face. As it looks like Mamaroneck could, also with their records, indicate that they could dominate this one on the possession and the shot chart.
Right. And Mamaroneck, at this point in the season, really starting to hit their stride. If they win this game, they'll have a share of the section title,
league title,
of the league title
with Suffern.
So they're really starting to get in the groove now, and we'll see how they decide to carry things over from last night into this game.
Good pass there, out to Astorina, who got a hard hit before and then a half hit there on him. And now Rye will bring it up. And DeHasia thought about icing it, but instead he passes to Conley. Conley brings it towards the goal, bad angle, and a kick save by Annabelle Thomas, number 2 for her. And on the first shot by Conley, second shot by the Tigers, just got a kick save on it. Conley again with this second shot in front, and it's in the pants. And it's stuck in the pants of Torrey. Don't see that every day.
Not at all.
So Michael Torrey, the puck got stuck in his pant leg, and will reset.
All right.
So it'll be out here, as they thought it was the goalie stoppage, but it was because it was in Torrey's pant leg. The junior, Michael Torrey. Mamaroneck wins another face-off. And Marlin fighting for it. Pushed up by the Garnets. Brian DeHasia will play it forward, and Notif has it. Notif towards the goal. He plays it looking for Davelman, and it's stopped, and now Rye brings it up. And it's just wide of Freed.
I think passing is going to be key in this game for Mamaroneck. And that was a good move there, although he got tripped up.
Davelman got tripped, and it's a penalty. First of the game. So Davelman draws it with the trip, and it'll be a 2-minute minor for Rye, which this year they started doing again instead of the minute and a half. Number 8, and that is Tommy Curran, the senior, will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes.
And once you're able to make some good passes to the front of the net, that's when you start getting more and more scoring opportunities. Not just the initial shot, but then you'll have the opportunity to get rebounds and putbacks into the net. So Mamaroneck can stay in attack mode. We'll have some good opportunities to score here tonight. And that was a bad pass there.
Very bad pass. Torrey passed it and stolen away, and now just instead of just clearing it, they'll get a shot on goal, will the Garnets and Declan Lavelle. And then it's a save made by Freed. They have him for 2 saves. I didn't see the first one. I think he only has 1 save, but I'll go by the scoreboard on 2. And it's played up and kept in by DeHaja at the line. Here on the power play, it hasn't looked so good so far. Denty tries to keep it in. Intercepted by Denty. Nice play to Dela. He's checked hard on the boards. Rye has had a couple of hard hits so far. And kept in by Mamaroneck to Torrey, right in front. And the goalie makes the save, and then she gave it free, but it was there. So the save made by Thomas, number 3. And Mamaroneck will keep it. Just their first shot on the power play, but a minute 3 gone by on this first power play.
Yeah, that was their first good look at the net. They got a good shot on goal, an opportunity for a rebound, just not quick enough to the puck. But I'm looking for them to get some more opportunities like that in order to get some points on the board.
And that one put in, but on the kill, so it's not an icing. Rye plays it back, looking, but Denty with the interception. Charlie Denty plays it in, and the shot and a save once again made by Annabelle Thomas, number 4 for her. 0-0, and that one goes out of play. 11:14 left in this first period. 17-minute periods this season, as opposed to 15 last year. Puck goes out of play. They throw one back in, and we'll reset with 17 seconds left on the power play.
So Mamaroneck, they're looking pretty decent coming out here to start this game. I think it's going to be about, in order to get the puck moving, it's going to be about patience. You don't always have to swing it around quick. It's going to be about patience, knowing when to pass it. You might have to make a pump fake pass and then make the pass.
And Denty has it here. 8 seconds left on the power play. And good job by Rye to kill off the first penalty of the game. The tripping as back in the game is Curran, but he'll head to the bench, and McLaughlin will come in. Will be played up by the Tigers, looking for Tom Seward. Seward towards the goal. And kept in by the Tigers. Offsides. Good call by the linesman right on it, as Baker was offsides. Jackson Baker. 10:21 left here in the first. 0-0. Rye Mamaroneck.
Yeah, that was a good way to get his stick on the puck there by Charlie Mullen. He got it out of there and got the icing call. And now Mamaroneck has good ice position in order to try and get it in the net.
Offsides was on Baker, but he'll take the faceoff. Although they lost it right away, they did win another faceoff. I think they won almost all, like the majority of the faceoffs from Mamaroneck, but hasn't shown on the scoreboard as it's still zip Zip. Rye looking for a shot here. Could have had a 2-on-1, but good defense by the Tigers. And Tyler Loga, Mullen looking for the perfect shot, and he just whipped down it. And now Rye has a chance to go the other way, and an easy save for Freed as he kicks it away for his third save of the night. And right in front, they could have got a chance there, but instead Mamaroneck hits it out and Torrey has it. He'll chase, so will Conley. Denty. To Ryan DeHasia, good pass.
Mamaroneck doing a good job of controlling the puck, the time of possession of the puck so far in this game. And you got to think that it's going to lead to a goal coming up here soon.
9 minutes to go in the first, almost halfway done, as 8.5 is the halfway mark, and there's 9 to go. And they're right across the goal mount there, but they couldn't score. And Conley tries to push it forward, intercepted, and then dropped by Myers, Chris Myers. And Dela has it here. Play it forward for the Garnets, and the Garnets push again. Denty has it. Nope. As Torrey plays it, and Conley chases. And it will be intercepted by Dela, and it's wide of the goal by Dela. And intercepted by Denty. Denty plays it in. And Rye has it. Rye will push forward. 8 minutes to go. More than halfway gone by in this first period. 4 shots for the Tigers. Only 1 on the power play. And 3 shots as Vaquero has it for the Garnets.
I will give credit to the Garnets holding strong. They killed off that first power play, and their defensemen are playing good on the back line. And that's why Mamaroneck just can't quite penetrate their defense. But I think if they keep applying pressure, eventually they'll break through and get that first goal.
Freed leaves it. It's taken by Rye. And intercepted by Loga, but kept in by the Garnets. 7:10 to go in this first period. Still 0-0 in a game Mamaroneck's heavily favored in, as the Tigers are 11-5-2, and they're in Division 1, and Rye's Division 2, and they're more in the middle towards the back of the Division 2 pack this year. Down year for the Garnets as they're 8-9-2. Mamaroneck 11-5-2. They should be getting a top 2 or 3 seed in Division 1. Probably a 2 seed. Suffern will probably be 1. Who, if they win here, they'll share the league title with. But Rye's come to play so far. Yeah. It's their defense, and Annabelle Thomas has looked good in goal too.
Yeah.
And 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this first period. And the way Mamaroneck has dominated possession, offsides on the Tigers. The way they dominated possession and gotten more shots, even though 4 and 3, they've had more shots not on target. But they, you have the feeling they should have a goal in this final 6:51 of this first period.
Yeah, Mamaroneck is obviously the more physical team, but Rye using good technique, getting back on defense and protecting their goal in order to stay in this game. And that's what they're going to have to do throughout all 3 periods in order to try to sneak out of here with the win.
Yeah. Rye showing physical play as well, both teams are. And only the 1 penalty for the tripping, which they fought off. On that power play, Mamaroneck only had 1 shot on the power play, and on that same power play, Rye had a shot shorthanded.
Right. That's what you don't want, because a lot of times when teams get shorthanded goals or even opportunities, they usually win the game, especially if they do get that goal.
Yeah, Rye has played well with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in this first period. Brought in towards the goal on the cross by Astorina. Wojciechowski now. Ryan DeHasia towards the goal, wide. Down and stolen by the Garnets, and they'll look to push forward. Penalty on Mamaroneck. Tripping. Obvious tripping, a diving trip by Carrier. Andrew Carrier will go to the box for 2. So we'll see Rye's power play for the first time. 2 minutes tripping Andrew Carrier.
And that was an unnecessary penalty. He didn't have to get that close to him. We just should have beat him to the spot to where he was trying to get to, but he got a little bit too close, got his stick in there and tripped him up.
So our second tripping penalty, first on Mamaroneck and first on Rye. The first tripping penalty was on Rye. They'll play it, Rye. Intercepted, DeHasia, and they'll get it out. Right, is on that play by Carrier. He was like right next to the Mamaroneck bench. It's not like he was in a breakaway right in front, because actually that would have produced a penalty shot. But it was his positioning there, as you said, a little unnecessary. They tried to jam it home. That was a dangerous deflection by Conley, but it went to the side, and they're trying to lead Conley, and now Rye has 3 on 2, and Freed with a save. The shot by Lucci. 1:15 left on the power play. 4-4 with 4:44. 4 shots on goal for each team with 4:44 left in this first period.
Yeah, shout out Jay-Z for the 4:44.
Nice.
But I think that Rye, they got a couple good shots on goal there, but Mamaroneck holding up, closing those lanes to the net, and doing a good job so far here. But Rye really putting on some pressure here with a minute left to go on the power play.
Just there, that long shot, they tried to deflect it in, and that's the idea. Is Rye they're going to beat Jack Freed. It'll probably be on like a deflection where a guy's close. I don't think they'll beat him on a shot like that, as Freed makes the save.
And that's what I think also both teams need to do. Shoot with a purpose. Instead of just hope shotting it at the net. Shoot with a purpose. Actually aim for that 5-hole or that 4-hole and try to get into the goal.
As Freed makes another save, but Rye's power play looked a lot better. They got 41 seconds left still, and they've gotten 3 shots already on this one, and Mamaroneck only had 1 on theirs. And they gave up a short-handed shot. With 4:10 left in this first period, 41 seconds left on the power play for the Garnets. They'll play it here as it's 0-0. And nice block by Seward. And Freed with another save. Nice save by Freed as Notif pushes Chater out of the way. 25 seconds left. Rice looks good, but nothing Freed can't handle.
Yeah, Freed looking superb here to start this game, as he usually does. So let's see if they can finish out this last 20 seconds and get back to even strength.
And Freed he's always ready. As you figure that he didn't think he'd be as busy as he's had to be in this first period, but he's been ready for it.
The Garnets really coming out and applying some pressure here on this power play. Time running out.
3 seconds.
But I think they really may have took some energy out of the Mamaroneck defense.
Carrier's out of the box. Here comes Light. And as Carrier went to the bench and Light came in, Wojciechowski to Light. Light back to Wojciechowski, and it's cleared by Rye. So back to 5-on-5 hockey with 3:10 to go in this first period. No score. 7 shots for the Garnets, 4 on their power play, and 3 as that one across the goal mouth. And Rye has got the more shots so far, but albeit on the power play, they'll ice it here. And Coach Schaap cannot be pleased with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, Coach Schaap, I'm pretty sure he wants his team to make some more crisp passes, as we've been talking about. But I think they're still in control. They got out of the power play alive, and they're still in control of this game. They're still in control of the time possession of the puck. So I think they're in good shape. They just have to continue to apply pressure
they look a little tired from last night's win against Albany Academy. A little weary on those legs, but probably be able to pick it up in the second period. Intercepted, stolen away by Mondejar Rodriguez, Luis. And he has it here. He tried to go through the legs. Fancy work there from Mondejar Rodriguez, but it was stolen away. I think this is his first time on the ice too tonight for Mondejar Rodriguez. As that one's in front of the goal, and it's cleared before Freed had to save it. And it'll be brought up here, and that's a high stick. And grabbing the stick of the other player was Denty. I mean, if the stick gets up to his face and then the player has to grab it out, I think that should have been a penalty, right?
I think so.
High sticking. Looked like he got him in the face, close to it. All these guys have the screen, with the face mask on the helmets, but it looked like it.
Yeah, I don't think Dempsey liked that one, so
And
let's
he
look
grabbed
for
the
maybe
stick.
some retaliation coming up.
Well, he also grabbed his stick there. I think the bench didn't like it as they yelled for it. But Mamaroneck hasn't had a shot in like 6, 7 minutes. And we'll see if they can get one here. Is it iced by Rye?
Yeah, we were talking about Mamaroneck having the time of possession in their favor, but Rye has come back after the power play and stayed in control of the puck. But now it'll be Mamaroneck on this face-off. Let's see if they can get some momentum going.
And there'll be that number one line with Conley, Torrey, and De La in, and then Mullen and Ryan DeHasia. So the first line is in there, but Rye is able to get it forward, and they're now towards the goal, and Freed with a nice stick save to push it away. And lucky, he left a little juicy of a rebound, but the defense was able to knock it away, and now they'll try and bring it forward.
Yeah, another great save from Freed. He's been the MVP so far in this first period with time winding down, a minute left to go.
Yeah, the sophomore, icing waved off as the sophomore has brought it on senior night in goal. Torrey here, 1-on-2, but gets some help from Conley. It hits off the linesman, and it'll be Rye who has it. Denty to Ryan DeHasia, still in from when they took the ice with a minute 45 to go, him and Conley and Torrey. Denty to Conley, played by De La. 20 seconds to go in this first period. Rye kicks it out. Ryan DeHasia, 10 seconds to go. Mamaroneck at center ice will bring it towards De La. Ryan DeHasia will play it in, and the first period will end with a 0-0 tie. 8 shots on goal for Rye, 5 for Mamaroneck. We'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Charlie McGraw. Second period face-off as the two teams switch sides, and DeHasia lays out, Ryan DeHasia lays out Sasha Vasuda, and it'll be Mamaroneck who gets the puck here, and they bring it up. Offsides, though, is Conley. He doesn't agree with the official, but Rye kind of yelled it out. But
I like that hit to start off the period by DeHasia. Really set the tone. And let's see if Mamaroneck can get some momentum going. Only having 5 shots on goal there in the first period to Rye's 8. So Rye really in control there in that first period, if you want to look at it from the shots on goal standpoint.
yeah, that was a bone-crushing hit. They tried to lay out Mullen, but the only thing was he just lost it. Freed, they had a wide open net after Freed made the save, but they just put it wide versus Yuta, and this one will go back and intercepted. Torrey with the backhand attempt, deflected wide, and it's crunched before the goal by the pad of Annabelle Thomas. So an interesting first 55 seconds of the second period.
Yeah, very interesting. I thought they had a passing lane. If Davenport would have kept cutting to the net, he may have had essentially a layup there and been able to sneak one pass.
9 saves for Jack Freed and 6 saves for Annabelle Thomas. Rye looking for a penalty, no call. It'll stay with the Garnets, and they'll have it here. 15:45 left in this second period, no score here on LMC TV Varsity Sports. And then it'll be brought up by the Tigers. And we said it was like Mamaroneck was dominating puck possession, but when there's about 7 minutes left in the first period, since then and stuff, it's evened out more to like, it was like 60-40, maybe now it's like 53-47.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe 55-45, but it was definitely more heavily with Mamaroneck, Rob.
And some of the shots on goal that Riot's had may be an area of concern for Mamaroneck, as there's been a couple of wide open nets for Rye, and they've had some opportunities where they could have scored, just didn't quite capitalize. So we'll see how that turns out here in this second period.
This is deflected by Rye, so not icing, as that glove is still on the opposite side of the ice. And a good kick by Ryan DeHasia, but Rye gets it here. They have a 2-on-1, and it's passed wide. And Notif lights up Fitzgibbons, and kicked around by Wojciechowski, and brought in by the Garnets. Freed will just, oh, he gloved it too long. Look, I thought he was going to stop it, and he did stop it, and then he tried to play it, but too late, as Wojciechowski will pick up a Rye glove. Good sportsmanship.
As you can see from Rye, they've been making some good passes, and it just goes to show how important passing is, especially in hockey with the ice and just sliding around everywhere. So some good crisp passing from Rye, and that's why they're getting some good shots on goal, up to 10 now.
Wojciechowski has it. He'll slap one. What a save by the freshman, Annabelle Thomas. I thought that was nothing but net there, and instead, that's a Rye top play nominee. If that was Freed with the save, that would have been the top play nominee. But we don't do the other team. But still, Annabelle Thomas, just like Julie the Cat Gaffney and D2 the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, big glove save there from Thomas. And she got her mid on that one and stopped the goal from Wojciechowski.
What a save, though, because Wojciechowski ripped that shot, and that looked like that was going to be a goal. And she just made the glove save look easy. That's momentum building for Rye, and kind of killer for Mamaroneck there. Mamaroneck usually plays well. I think the second period is usually their big periods, historically. Rob gives me a little shake there, but historically I think it is.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah, a lot of times coming out of halftime or intermission is where teams take control of the game. You see that a lot of times in different sports, football, basketball, and even hockey. So we'll see which team decides to take control here in the second period.
Another good save by Thomas. She has 8 now. Freed has 10. And it's 13:30 left in the second period. Torrey had the shot that got deflected, but he also had that shot that was just wide in that sequence. And the faceoff stays in. Loga has it. Back to Denty. Denty towards the goal. Conley looking to doink it in, but he can't. And it'll be cleared by the Garnets. And they'll carry. And kicked away by Freed. Picked up. Conley has it. And that's Dela to Conley. Conley took a 180 to the ice there, and Dente, as both officials call offsides, like a delayed offsides, but it wasn't committed by Mamaroneck, so Rye will bring it up. Notice here, plays it forward, intercepted by the Garnets, and Rye has it here. And Rye puts it towards the glass. Good crowd here on senior night.
Yeah, big crowd.
Oh, no icing. Falling behind the goal was getting casual, and then falling was Curran, who committed the tripping. Good save by Freed, and a goal is scored by Rye. Rebound was a juicy one from Freed, and scoring is Spano, the first goal that Freed's given up in 51 plus 6 and 17, so basically in the last 70 minutes, because he had a shutout yesterday against Albany Academy. So it's a goal scored by Rye's Declan Lavelle on the rebound, assisted on the shot by Chris Myers, and 1-0 Rye.
And Lavelle has been applying pressure the entire game. He got that one into the shin guard, or the leg guard of Freed, got the rebound right to the one hole, and got the first points of the game.
So Declan Lavelle assisted by Chris Meyer. Meyer's shot was a good one. Good save by Freed, but it was a juicy rebound, and Lavelle just put it right in, and the Garnets make it 1-0. So 5:03 was the time of the goal in the second period. Brian DeHazia's shot, played by Yarmotz, Dan Yarmotz, in front of the goal. They're trying to beat Annabelle Thomas, and they're fighting for it, and we got a scrum in front of the goal. And now we got some extracurriculars. The official a little late to get in there, but they back him up.
Yeah,
and Baker gets out of the way.
That is okay.
That's fine. Good to show some aggression.
Yeah, and usually when one team scores the first goal, especially in the later stages of the game, that's when you see desperation starting to set in. Things start to get a little chippy because a lot more is at stake now. You got the intensity rises, and that's what you're just seeing from Mamaroneck. But Ryan's not backing down.
That was a scrum. I thought the officials let him play a little longer than I thought they would have, because it was stopped by Thomas, but it wasn't 100% secure, so they did the right thing, let him play, and then she secured it, but then Baker and them, but no penalties, so it was clean. And this shot towards the goal, Ryan looking to make it 2-0. Instead, it's a save by Freed on a short side shot by O'Brien, and that would have been a real disaster. And getting hurt there, shaken up, is Yarmotz. Boy, he gets, you know it's bad when you get hit hard. You have to stay on the ice because you can't go anywhere. And also, when you're trying to get to the bench, you then get tripped, and it wasn't called because it was off the puck. And now it's brought up by Baker. Baker gets hit hard. I wonder if that's retaliation for near the thing, and Baker's down. And that's a penalty and a late hit by Rye. And now things are getting a little too chippy.
Never too chippy, Charlie.
Wow,
Come on.
that was a big hit.
Come on.
That's
now.
well, we'll see what they call
These
here.
are grown men and women out here.
Penalty.
Never too chippy. I'm interested to see how this game moves forward. The intensity has obviously risen.
Wow, 5-minute major for boarding.
Here we
That's
go.
big. Jason Lucci.
So a major
That's a
penalty.
good call. That's a good call.
Yeah.
And that was retaliation because Baker in front of the goal.
And this
I
is
think it was a
Mamaroneck's
different
chance.
player though, because the other player went to the bench, and then this kid it wasn't me, and then he was right there, and the ref was like, it was you, but maybe we got the shot of it, but I don't think it was him. But whoever it was, it's a 5-minute major nonetheless. This is like an all-you-can-eat buffet. You score once, you keep going. But Rye is shorthanded, and they have a breakaway. and Rye shoots, and it's saved made by Freed, and he knocks it out of the air. A short-handed breakaway is saved by Freed, and it was deflected, so no icing. That would have been bad if they iced it on the. I mean, it is 5 minutes. They have time, but still, that was a great save by Freed.
I don't know. Rye really playing aggressive here against Mamaroneck, despite being short-handed. I'm interested to see if they can get a short-handed goal.
Brian DeHasia, he'll put one towards the goal, and it's deflected, and he'll swing it. Denty, and shot save made, and another save made by Annabelle Thomas. Wow, she's come to play in goal. The freshman Thomas has been the MVP of this game so far, bar none. Star number 1. The Rye player on the bench stuck out his stick as the Mamaroneck player went by and hit him, but nobody saw it.
And Rye has had 3 shots on goal here during this power play, and that's not what Mamaroneck wants. They want to stay in control of the puck and get some shots on goal of their own.
It's not their power play, it's shorthanded is the whole thing. Mamaroneck's had about 3 or 4 shots too on this major. Oh, that one deflected high by Torrey. He wraps it, and Torrey plays it back, Denty, and it's stolen, and another breakaway on the power play. 2 breakaways on this power play, and this one is scored! Rye takes a 2-0 lead. Declan Lavelle has 2 goals, and it's pandemonium for Rye here as a shorthanded goal and a goal, and just not good for Mamaroneck.
And Rye keeps applying pressure on defense despite being shorthanded. They get another breakaway opportunity. This time, they get it in the net, and now they take a 2-0 lead. And things are starting to look a little bleak here for Mamaroneck with 8:36 to go. Still a lot of time left, but Rye definitely in control here.
So the junior captain, junior tri-captain, only junior captain, Declan Lavelle, 2 goals now, 5:03 mark and the 8:24 mark of this period. A shorty, his second power breakaway on the shorthanded, and Mamaroneck is definitely feeling the hangover effect from their win last night against Albany Academy.
I'm not buying that, Charlie. It's game time. I'm not buying that at all. It's a new day. It's game time.
It doesn't feel like they said, let's do that hockey, though, in the locker room before the game.
I don't know.
They haven't come ready, buddy.
I think Rye came ready.
I know.
They came out, punched them in the mouth here in this second period, and there's still a lot of time left for Mamaroneck to recover. So let's see if they can dig deep and do just that.
Mullins' goal saved by Thomas, number 13. Say this. After they're not scoring in the first 2:47 of this boarding, which was questionable who it was on, but they gave it to Lucci. Nonetheless, they've given up a shorthanded goal. There's 2:10 left, and they haven't scored yet. I would say it's must score territory in this final 2 minutes, which is a minor and another power play, and he missed it. Another breakaway. This one not as long breakaway as the other one. This one was set up by Hurley, and Lavelle could have had the hat trick. The second period, 5-minute hat trick that would have included 2 shorties. That would have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
That would have been very rare.
Yeah, it's starting to look more like a shootout than a regulation game.
Levin's Annabelle Thomas playing very well. Another save. Mamaroneck 1 shot away from getting up to the shot total of Rye, 15. But this has been a very surprising game.
And it all comes down to the passing from Mamaroneck.
And they can't execute the power play. They've now had 5.5 minutes of power play time, including the 2-minute minor, and now 3 minutes and 40 seconds of this major, and they haven't scored on the power plays.
And Declan Lavelle, he's been playing that passing lane by the blue line the entire game. He's had about 5 breakaway opportunities and he's connected on 2 of them. So I don't know. It's just Mamaroneck, the passing just needs to be more crisp in order to get some points on the board.
The first goal was that rebound.
Right.
So, but the second was the power play. Yeah.
But that was still a breakaway though. He shot it, got his rebound,
It was wide open.
went back in.
Yeah, off the rebound. And this one will be towards the goal and blocked by Rye. 40 seconds and a good job by the Rye. How about the Rye penalty kill? I mean, they have the goal. They have a short-handed goal, and then this one towards the net, and it stops. So if Mamaroneck can come back and win this, they'll share the league title with Suffolk. But Coach Chaparelli told us before the game when they won their state title in 2016, they didn't win the league, so that should be noted. Is this one behind the goal and the empty net, and it's not scored, and it'll be cleared by Rye, and Rye will have a 7-minute penalty kill, 5 minutes there and 2 earlier kill, and somebody's got to close the door for the penalty box. And in front of the goal, it's scored! The Garnets score again! That goal scored by Sasha Vaishuda and Liam Hurley with the assist, and when it rains, it pours here in Mamaroneck as Rye leads 3-0.
Rye breaking the game wide open here. Another goal. That's 3 goals here in the second period. And Mamaroneck is out of sorts right now. I know they didn't expect this coming out in the second period. Rye coming out and just taking complete control of this game.
So,
and it all starts with defense for Rye. They got the penalty kill, and not even 20 seconds after they got the kill, they got the goal. So that was great teamwork from them, and now they have a 3-0 lead with 5:12 left to go in the second period.
Sudia's goal, 11:48. In, assisted by Liam Hurley, and Declan Lavelle now has 2 goals and an assist. And what the heck is going on here as both teams, the line changes. What was that? That was chaos. Very late. And that one is loose in front, but the Tigers now trail 3-0. Declan Lavelle now has 2 goals and an assist. Liam Hurley now has an assist. Chris Myers had an assist. And Sasha Vaishuda has the 3rd goal for the Garnets, and Conley brings it towards the goal. Both teams have 16 shots on goal, 13 saves for Jack Freed and 13 saves for Annabelle Thomas.
And Rye looking very good offensively in skating in their lanes. And that's why they have good spacing and they're able to get good angles and good shots on goal, which is giving them the 3-0 lead.
Conley wraps it around, and Torrey and De La were both there, but none of them could poke it home. I think Rob, as De La has it here, I think Rob, our LMC Varsity Sports producer and our tweeter on LMC Varsity Sports, needs to use that Ron Burgundy gif for the between periods, because boy, this escalated quickly.
Here we go.
Going into the period 0-0, both teams, Mamaroneck had a slight factor of possession and shot, well, even though their shots were there, but it was more, did not see this coming, especially with the major penalty and the thing, but to give up for free, to give up 3 goals.
Yeah, any given day, anyone can be beat. Always respect your opponent and come ready to play. Not saying Mamaroneck didn't respect Rye, but Rye coming in really ready to play, and being up 3-0, no one expected this. With the 8-9 team versus an 11-5 team.
And that 11-5 team's in Division 1, and the 8-9 team is in Division 2, same league, which is why if they win, they'll clinch.
And Rye just looks hungrier. They're quicker to the puck. They're skating very smoothly. They just look on point.
I know you said it didn't matter with that win last night, that hard-fought win, 1-0, but Rye looks fresher, and another save by Annabelle Thomas. 3:05 left in this second period. As it all went downhill for the Tigers in this period as they gave up a shorthanded goal and 2 other ones. And this one in front, and Thomas will not let anything get by her. And it's very good save, very good play for the freshman. Tigers need a goal. They don't want to go down 3-0. You want to make it 3-1. They still have 2:54 left to do that here in this period.
Yeah, you got to think that Rye is just going to try to keep control of the puck and try to run out the time here in this period and go into the third period with a 3-0 lead. That would be great for them.
Just about 20 minutes left in the game as 2:40 here and then 17 in the third. And now the Rye looking to make it 4-0. Carrying it in, Freed stick saves it away and dumped by Mamaroneck to center ice. Around the back, nice move by the slick passer Hurley, brought in and brought up by Dan Yarmotz. Yarmotz intercepts and intercepted by Rye. And Baker can't steal it. And Hurley has it. He makes a move.
Trying to hit him with that toe drag. And Mamaroneck, although they're down, it still seems like Rye is the hungrier team right now. They have all the momentum on their side.
Yarmotz had 2 shots blocked. I think one was a centering pass, and then the other looked like a shot. And both were there, and Rye has numbers off the change as the first line comes back onto the ice. And it's wide. 1:15 left in this one. Shot wide once again by Rye. And the goal was off the hinges, so we'll reset it. With 1:07 left in this second period, the second period, Mamaroneck will just want to flush away forever.
Yeah.
Bad one.
I don't know if they want to completely forget about this period, but I know they definitely want to learn from it and move forward, because this was a dismal second period here, giving up 3 goals and with a minute left to go, not scoring any. So not a good period here for the Tigers.
1 minute to go in this second period. Rye still has it in Mamaroneck's zone here. And it's blocked by Torrey, but kept in by the Garnets. They score again! Goal number 4. This team, wow. Liam Hurley with the goal. And wow. Liam Hurley with the goal, and we'll get the assist, 47.9. And the Tigers are
falling apart. Really falling apart. The morale is not good on their bench right now. Guys looking at each other. And down 4-0. I didn't expect this at all.
Declan Lavelle with his second assist of the game to go along with 2 goals. Emmett Carroll with his first assist, and goal by Liam Hurley.
Even the face-off.
They won the face-off. And now they have it in front of the goal, and another save by Annabelle Thomas. Got that shutout for Annabelle Thomas going. She looks like Monet Davis did on the mound at Williamsport when she was dominating pitching in net here. This shutout, one and the same. 18 saves for her, 20 shots, and for the Rye, and a little pushing and shoving right in front of the official. They'll back him up. 4-0 lead, Rye over Mamaroneck, and Mamaroneck needs a miracle, but Rye scored 4. They could score 4 in the third. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw alongside Elijah Ware, cameraman and LMC Varsity Sports producer / our tweeter of LMC TV updates for Varsity Sports is Rob Moretti, Sean Kelly, and Vincent Germain, or our other cameraman, along with Rob. As they just kicked somebody out of the faceoff, and that was the 2-goal, 2-assist man, Lavelle, but Rye won the faceoff. It seems like, Elijah, after they, Mamaroneck, before they gave up the first goal, won about 80% of the faceoffs. Now about Rye have won about 60%. Rye has won most of them since.
Yeah, it's been Declan Lavelle winning most of the faceoffs here. And even though he didn't get to do that faceoff, he came in and swooped the puck away. So he's been everywhere this entire game. And Annabelle Thomas in net has posted a shutout thus far. So this game got way out of hand there in the second period. Mamaroneck still has a lot of time in order to make a move and try to make a comeback. But the energy is definitely on Rye's side right now.
As Lavelle has the 2 goals and 2 assists, Mamaroneck here still being shut out by Annabelle Thomas. And Lavelle looking for the hat trick. And he'll get it! Wow, Declan Lavelle with the hat trick. Very surprising that this team is 8-9-2. Declan Lavelle with the hat trick and the assist for Liam Hurley. So he's got 2 assists and a goal. And now Lavelle, throw out your hat, 3 goals and 2 assists for Declan Lavelle.
Throw your hat out there, Charlie. Go ahead.
No, thank you.
They'll throw it back up to you. That goal right there is just a backbreaker for Mamaroneck. Just over a minute into the period, Rye gets another goal. Declan Lavelle, he makes the pass, gets it right back, and puts it right into the net.
So Lavelle now has a hat trick right in front of the goal. He's got a hat trick and 2 assists. Liam Hurley has 2 assists and a goal. Emmett Carroll has an assist. Chris Myers has an assist, and Sasha Vasyuta has an assist, and Annabelle Thomas has 18 saves. And Denty has 16 saves. And no goals scored for Mamaroneck as they trail 5-0 with 15:10 left. Denty intercepted. Notif in there. Notif hasn't touched the puck much. He's their leading goal scorer, but he touches it there and it's a save. Actually might have been just wide on the shot by Light off the pass from Notif.
We have a line change here. I know Coach Chaparelli isn't happy with his team, especially the starters. After playing a tough game yesterday, they come in here today and possibly feeling the after effects. But like you said earlier, Charlie, it's a new day and a new game. You got to be ready to play.
And it's 24 hours later as that game started. Same time this one, 5:45, albeit 10 minutes later, 5:50. They wave off the icing as Wojciechowski had a shot on the other end. And of course, best scoring chance of the day came from Wojciechowski's shot where Annabelle Thomas made that great save, that glove save. That was probably the best chance Mamaroneck's had all day, just inside the blue line. The shot by Wojciechowski, and Thomas made me reference Julie the Cat Gaffney from D2 The Mighty Ducks.
And I think that was really maybe even one of the turning points in the game, because
that was huge.
It was 2-0 at that point.
Would have made it 2-1.
Mamaroneck still had some life left in him. But she made that save, and then shortly after, Rye scored again.
And that puck looked like that was going in, like clearly in all net, and then just out of nowhere she snagged it.
Right.
So yeah, that was probably the turning point, because that and That and then when they scored the third goal there.
And the fourth.
Yeah.
And the fifth. There's not much to say here, Charlie. Rye playing a good game, Mamaroneck not. And it's as simple as that. Rye came in as the underdog. They came in with some pride, and they have another breakaway here and another goal.
5-hole.
Right between the legs.
By Will Robinson, the freshman, acting like it's his first varsity goal, and it might as well be. Kid is 5'0". Looks like Rudy out there.
How many goals you got, Charlie?
Doing the celebration.
He said, how many goals you got?
6-0. I had a lot of saves. I was a goalie.
Oh, okay.
I think unassisted goal by Will Robinson. Coach is just letting Freed's GAA go up and up. Yeah.
Right,
Bring in Matty Boyle, the backup. Unassisted goal. Will Robinson is first. I guarantee you, if that wasn't his first varsity goal, it was probably his third.
His third? Not you go from first to third?
I'm saying less than 5.
Okay. Well, 13-0. And it might as well be 13-0 because this game is just about over. Maybe Mamaroneck can get a couple of goals in order to make it look a little better. But Rye is in control here.
Mullen intercepts. In front, save made by Annabelle Thomas. Another one, she's up almost 20. It's 19. Brian DeHasia keeps it in. He puts it up the board. Good pass in front. And the Tigers still can't score one. Annabelle Thomas and her defense are gonna really try to get this shutout.
Yeah, and Declan Lavelle, he's been the best player on the ice this entire game. He's been everywhere, quick to the puck, making good passes, scoring goals of his own. I definitely give him the MVP here after this game.
What about,
Annabelle Thomas played a great game.
Fine. Yeah, because he has 3 goals, 2 assists, so I guess you got it. Declan Lavelle, the first star, as they say in hockey.
Right.
First star. The second star would be Annabelle Thomas, and then the third star would be Liam Hurley with his 2 assists and goal.
Right. And Rye, they're not looking like a below 500 team here during this game. A lot of teams, they get better as the season goes along, and they're in the late stages of the season. As Mamaroneck gets their first goal there.
As Mamaroneck scores and ends the shutout.
But they're in the late stages of the season, and moving towards the playoffs, maybe they can get some momentum going and make some noise once it begins.
Jack Daylaw makes it. Jack Daylaw assisted by Jake Spano. There's Spano. Jake Spano with the assist, and Jake Dayla with the goal. 11:52 left, 6-1. As Rye has it here, they try to make it. They tried to come right back and score.
And that's unfortunate for Annabelle Thomas. She's been playing such a great game. She gave up one.
Nothing she could have done there. Nothing she could have done.
Right.
Jake Spano, Jake Dayla, and the shutout is over. Tigers could run off a couple more.
Good pass.
Oh, nearly kicked in by the Tigers there. That would have been crazy. As that was coming down and it was kicked in. Penalty, Mamaroneck. So they'll go on the kill. incidental minors, coincidental minors. Roughing by Jake Spano and Danny Fitzgibbon. So we'll play. Why isn't that 4-on-4? Since it was coincidental, they'll stay out. And it's not even on the board since they'll stay out. So Spano. And that's a penalty. And right in front, they can't put it in as we have a penalty on Rye, tripping. And they'll go on the power play, 10:36, 6-1. Those coincidental minors are still 5-on-5, but
I just heard the word stupid and I heard idiot. So I'm not sure who that was directed at.
Holding on Liam Lavelle, Declan's brother. 2 minutes. So Mamaroneck will go on the power play there. 0 for 7 minutes. 5-minute major, no good. And 2-minute minor, no good. Brian DeHasia there. Torrey has it now. In front, and they actually gave up a shorthanded goal to this man, Declan Lavelle. One of his 3 goals was shorthanded. The 2 assists.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job. And there he is again.
Intercepted by Declan Lavelle, loses his stick, and he'll grab one from the bench. He's lefty, so they made sure they gave him a lefty.
There he is. he's a dog. He's everywhere.
Yeah, 2-on-1 with Lavelle, dangerous, and he roofs it off the glass. And here comes Conley. Conley towards the goal. Back to De La. Back to Torrey. Brian DeHasia to Torrey, and he winds and fires and puts it wide of Annabelle Thomas. 50 seconds left on this penalty. And Torrey is free, and he'll shoot it. And a save once again by Annabelle Thomas.
Wrister right to the chest of Thomas. She gets another save, and she adds to her great performance here with over 20 saves for the game. Very impressive performance from Annabelle Thomas. She's been in the right position all night long. With the help of her team's defense, they played it's been a great collective effort here for Rye.
Mamaroneck wins the face-off. And it's Notif, and can't be handled by Denty. Charlie Denty keeps it, but loses it in the blue line area, so they'll have to retreat, get back on sides. Denty don't want to be caught off sides, he'll take it. And 20 seconds left in the power play. Denty weaving his way in, tried to draw a penalty, couldn't. They played it to Notif, back to big Ryan DeHasia, and he'll shoot one, and it'll be a stick save by Annabelle Thomas with 4 seconds left in the power play, and back into the ice. And they'll just go back. As you see in high school a lot, they don't even go back on the ice, they just go right to the bench. That's an icing, and it'll be an icing, and the 2 men will come out of the box with their coincidental minors, even though it's still 5-on-5. 8:24, 6-1, and Mamaroneck needs a miracle. Although Rye scored their 4 goals in about a 10-minute span. Yeah. But it's just the fact that Mamaroneck's 0 for 9 minutes on the power play. That's just killer right there.
Yeah, that's big. When you don't execute on the power play, it's really demoralizing, and it hurts your team. But I think it's even more uplifting for the team that kills the power play.
Especially when they scored a shorthanded on that power play.
Right.
And that was the 5-minute major. They had the must score. You had to score on that 5-minute major. I think, what was the score on that 5-minute major? I think 1-0. Yep. They were down. And then they scored on the shorthanded to make it 2-0. So yeah, the turning point of the game, because on that power play was when she made the glove save. That we said was the turning point. That one and the goal, the shorthanded goal on that power play were the 2 turning points.
Right.
Which was, of course, scored by Declan Lavelle, who had 3 goals and 2 assists.
And now good pass there from Lavelle.
once again, Lavelle showing why he's our first star of the game. And he plays it as they play it up here. And Rye still has it. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. Just to see if Mamaroneck can make this one more respectable with another goal or two in the final 7.5. Ryan DeHasia has it. Plays a nice pass to Seward. Offsides, Rye, 7:04 left. The shots are 23 from Rye. So 17 saves for Freed and 21 and 20 saves for Annabelle Thomas.
And although there's 6 goals on the board for Rye, Jack Freed, he still played a decent game. Maybe could have made a couple more saves than what he has, but he played a decent game. It's just been an overall collective effort that hasn't been good for Mamaroneck.
Yeah, he gave up 3 breakaways, which were not his fault, obviously. And this one was close to another breakaway, and it was, as it's his goal scored by Chris Myers. The freshman has a goal and assist.
And this is a rout here. An absolute rout.
Unassisted goal, Chris Myers off the post backhand to go along with his assist. So the freshman Myers with the goal and assist. 7-1. This was a Canadian Football League game. It would be a touchdown with the extra point and a single, which Rob knows about. It's where it's like a touchback, basically. It's where you kick it to the end zone and they can't advance it through the end zone or they go through. That's how you get 1 point in Canadian football, a touchback. You know, the new league, American Alliance of Football, they're not going to have kickoffs. And if you want an onside kick, you start on your own 35, 4th and 10. Well, it's interesting, but.
And what league is this?
It's a new league. They have 8 teams. Dick Ebersol, the announcer, his son created it. His name's Charlie, actually. Charlie Ebersol. It's American Alliance of Football. They're playing tonight. They're actually on Channel 2, CBS.
And the season
Tiki's
just started?
the analyst. Yeah, tonight's the first game. Probably heard of the great Christian Hackenberg's on one of the teams, former Jet great.
With the Penn State.
Yeah. And this one here. When you start talking about Christian Hackenberg during the hockey game, you know it's out of control. As Rye up 7-1 with 5:40 to go. As Annabelle Levinson is on the ice for Mamaroneck. And she gets the puck here. And she puts it towards the goal.
I don't know, Charlie, what do you think? What went wrong here in this game?
Notif here shoots wide. Well, they didn't score on the major penalty. Too many breakaways, and they didn't do a good job of defending Declan Lavelle. And they couldn't put home shots that it looked like they could have scored. Maybe they should have maybe passed more, as you say a lot. And then taking a shot instead of taking like a point-blank shot. They then passed.
And you look at on the other side, Rye, they were making good crisp passes. They were slashing to the net, getting guys in front of the goalie, and just making plays the entire night.
As Levinson, as Annabelle Thomas's mask comes off.
And I like how all 5 Rye defenders surrounded her to protect her. You're not going to get to her. That's the queen. And she's played a great game here, only giving up 1 goal. And Rye is in complete control with 4:34 left, up 7-1. And Rye will improve to 9-9-2. And Mamaroneck will fall to 11-6-2. A little premature, but
As they'll take a timeout and they'll warm up the new goalie. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Elijah Ware. I'm Charlie McGraw. 7-1, 4:30 to go as they bring in the backup goalie, Maddie Boyle. So 7 goals allowed, 17 saves for Jack Freed. As there's icing there as Boyle comes in for the final 4:30, and now there's 4:19 left, which was 4:32. With her counterpart, Annabelle Thomas, with 22 saves. Final 4:32 of the all-female goalie battle
Annabelle
here.
Thomas, a freshman. So
Could be hearing her name a lot.
yeah, exactly.
Who was it, Fox Lane? Or a couple years back, they had like an all-section female goalie, remember? What was her name? What school was it? Yeah, Fox Lane. But I think she went to play women's hockey, but she... Who? Abby Ives, right, I remember, yeah. Was it Pearl River or Fox Lane? One of those schools, Fox Lane. And she was really good, and I think she played Division I women's hockey. Because since there's no, although there's been talk about developing women's, I know Ride Country Day has a team, and a couple schools maybe, but girls, both teams. 3:56 left.
What's for dinner tonight?
Not sure.
I think it's pasta.
Nice. Let's do that pasta. Al dente? Pasta al dente?
I'm not catching your drift right now, Charlie. What are you talking about? Al dente.
What is that? That's like, Rob knows what I mean.
What is it, like a seasoning or something? Oh, okay.
It's not cold, but it's like a little.
Nah, I need mine. It's hot.
Yeah.
I need some spaghetti.
Spaghetti alla Moretti.
Oh, that's good. Spaghetti a la Moretti. I like that.
What? Yeah, Rob, this is a little late for you to be having dinner, huh? Did Brittany cook?
So dinner on Rob tonight after the game. Great.
Dinner at Rob's. although when you'll be watching this, it'll be a week later. So.
Right.
As they're in the middle of a shift change, so nobody's there. As Dabbleman has it, 2 minutes 40 seconds. Maddie Boyle coming in with 4:32 had to face the shot, and that's another save made by Levinson. Thomas, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a great save. You tried to come back
save.
across the grain, and Thomas got her foot in there and made another save. I think that Mamaroneck, they just need to move on from this game, take what they can from it, and just get ready for the next one. Although now they won't have a share of the league title.
But that's okay because in 16 they won the state championship and they didn't win the league.
Right. And that's the big one. That's what you want.
They have the. Was that state championship in Division II? No.
3-2.
Yeah. Were they ever in Division II?
1 year.
Oh, when they lost to Pelham, right? That was actually the next year. Yeah. So in 2017 they were in Division II and they lost to Pelham here in the semifinals, just like last year when they lost in the semifinals to North Rockland in Division I game I did. I think you did it with me. They lost like 2-0. We kept saying that Chap should have pulled the goalie earlier, but it didn't matter. Torrey has it. Save made by Thomas. 1:30 to go. This Tigers looking to make it a 2-point conversion on their total.
Yeah, they're gonna need a couple onside kicks too.
It's their last regular season game, right? Oh, so you're allowed to play 20 again? Because you used to not be able to play more than 20. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, but this is Rye's last game. 20. So they'll maybe get like a 10 seed in Division 2? Maybe, I don't know. Oh.
There's only 17 in Division 2.
All right, only 7 teams. Because there's just Division 1 and Division 2. Who, ETB, Pelham. So they might be, Rye might be like a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3. Last minute in the game, Vaquero can't handle the pass. Malin has it. Actually, that's not Malin. It's Mondejar Rodriguez. Brought in by Margochez. One of the tougher names. Rye pushes up. See if Maddie Boyle can make a save, and she does! First save for Maddie Boyle. 25 seconds to go, her first save of the game. After coming in with 4:32 and final 15 seconds. A hit there by the little guy, Mondejar Rodriguez. Rye just has it. Mondejar.
Great game here from Rye. Start to finish, they kept applying pressure. And once those pipes burst, they kept running the water and kept the floodgates open on Mamaroneck. Big game here from Declan Thomas and Annabelle. Well, not Declan Thomas. Might as well call it Declan Thomas. But
Declan Lavelle
and Annabelle Thomas. Great game from those two as they led their team to victory. And Mamaroneck, they're going to have to reboot.
So final score 7-1, Rye over Mamaroneck, and we'll be right back and we'll wrap this one up and on the post-game show here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on the post-game show, final score was 7-1 and Elijah. First period was 0-0. After that, it was all downhill from Mamaroneck as they were down 4-0 after 2, and then 6-0 about 4 minutes into the third. And then they scored to make it 6-1. But besides that, not a game you want to forget.
Yeah, Declan Lavelle, he applied pressure defensively the whole game, led to some breakaway goals. Annabelle Thomas in the net, she played a superb game. And overall, Rye just outplayed Mamaroneck. They kept applying pressure, and the pipes began to burst on Mamaroneck, and they could never recover.
Yeah, and they have one game left, and then it'll be the playoffs as Rye's regular season ends. They'll go to the playoffs in Division 2. They're 9-9-2, and Mamaroneck is now 11-6-2. And overall, they just have to forget this game and move forward. And a lot of people to thank for this telecast, including the executive director, Matt Sullivan. The assistant director is Dina Schumacher. And a lot of people, our cameramen were Sean Kelly, Rob Moretti, and Vincent Germain. Once again, for Elijah Ware, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.
If you are interested in sponsoring this or other programs on LMC TV, contact us for more information.